Do you think Oprah betrayed Michael?
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. And I feel like she betrayed not just him, but my family.
Please stop asking me questions. Don't ask me questions. Are we finished? Because I've never thought that I was I gave a good interview. I really don't like speaking.
She made me feel this big. That moment completely changed my career.
I'm unapologetic and I'm unwavering about it. Because when I see this woman, Oprah Winfrey, how do you as a black woman watch another black woman be thrown under the bus based off of a lie?
The downfall of Oprah Winfrey has been happening for quite some time, but if we just listen to certain celebrities like Joan Rivers, Monique, and the Jackson family, we would have seen that they were warning us about the talk show host. Now, Michael Jackson's siblings have a strong hatred for Oprah. Randy Jackson called out the star multiple times. Now, after Oprah interviewed their parents, Joe and Katherine Jackson, in October 2010, Randy was reportedly furious. After the interview, Randy tweeted, "I know how Oprah feels about my brother and family." He claimed that Oprah was airing episodes related to his brother's trial in 2005 to make him look bad in the public eye. Randy said that he believed that Oprah wanted to see Michael in jail. Now, apparently, when Michael saw Oprah do this, it was the last straw. It was then made clear that she could not and would not be trusted again. That was no coincidence. She's the last person on earth Michael would want around his children, Randy said. Then, Janet Jackson aired out her grievances with Oprah in 2010. That year, Oprah was given access to Michael's former home after being granted an interview with Katherine and his 3 children. Now, many people in the Jackson family were aware of Michael's distrust in Oprah and didn't want the interview to go through. They especially disapproved of Oprah being allowed to film inside his home and conduct his kids' first interview, as Michael didn't like them being in the public eye. A source said, "Janet is furious. She thinks Oprah took advantage of Michael's children for TV ratings." Janet later told her Michael would be heartsick that Oprah used his kids as pawns, they said to the National Enquirer at the time. The 2 women had a blistering blow up during a telephone call on the day the show was taped. When Oprah made it clear that she was going ahead with the interview, Janet screamed, "Oprah, you make me sick." Which, hey, I can't blame her for. Oprah seems like a total opportunist and just wants the best story, and she doesn't really care about people's feelings and how her actions will affect them. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, and Janet and Randy didn't want their family to be pawns anymore. Now later, when Oprah did an interview with Michael's alleged victims, Michael's brother Jermaine tweeted, "So many in media, including Oprah, blindly taking Leaving Neverland at face value, shaping a narrative uninterested in facts, proof, credibility. We face similar graphic claims plus trial by media in 2005. Jury saw through all of it. Trial by law proved Michael's innocence long ago. Fact." Now, it's safe to say that the Jackson family does not like her at all, and I mean, take a look at this clip from an interview Michael did with Oprah. He clearly doesn't care for her.
We were here before.
Now, Joan Rivers also wasn't a fan of Oprah. I mean, she fat-shamed Oprah on The Tonight Show in 1985 during Oprah's first ever national TV appearance. Now, Oprah recalled the incident in her book Food, Health, and Happiness, writing, "It was all going smoothly, I was starting to settle in, and then it happened. Joan interrupted with perhaps the only question I hadn't prepared for, 'So how'd you gain the weight?' Wait a minute, did she just use my national television debut to ask me why I was so fat? The studio started spinning. The word fat reverberated in my brain." Oprah continued, "Joan sat behind Johnny's big wooden desk telling me that she didn't want to hear any excuses and that I shouldn't have let this happen. She wagged her flawlessly manicured finger at me, pointed out that I was still a single girl, and challenged me to come back 15 pounds lighter next time she hosted." Now, it seems like Joan did this on purpose to embarrass Oprah though, as a source told the National Enquirer that Joan loathed Oprah, allegedly calling her completely opportunistic, and according to one insider, Joan says Oprah is the biggest phony in the world. She feels Oprah's real gift is exploiting people's suffering and emotions and turning them into TV ratings. Now, I gotta say, I agree with Joan on that part, but her calling Oprah fat on live TV wasn't the best thing to do. Actress Monique also had a feud with Oprah. Leading up to her film Precious's premiere, which Monique won an Oscar for by the way, Oprah interviewed Monique's brother Gerald, who mistreated mistreated her growing up. Monique, in a since-deleted Periscope video, claimed she gave Oprah her blessing to conduct the interview, but was shocked and horrified when Oprah had her and Gerald's parents in the show's audience for the piece. In May 2010, a source told Radar Online, Monique has decided to forgive Oprah and to move on, although the interview hurt her to her heart, but she's still not forgiven her family, and unfortunately, the grudge could now go to the grave because her parents, Stephen and Alice, are getting older now. She feels that her parents have never fully accepted Gerald's role in what happened. But later in 2015, Monique claimed powerful people blackballed her in Hollywood and hinted that Oprah was to blame. "Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey," she said during a comedy performance. Now, Monique also recalled an incident that happened with the film's producer in 2015. She said, "I got a phone call from Lee Daniels and he said to me, 'Monique, you've been blackballed.' And I said, 'I've been blackballed. Why have I been blackballed?' And he said, 'Because you didn't play the game.' So that, combined with what Oprah did, was not a good mix." Then there's Ludacirs. He called out Oprah after he appeared on her show to promote Crash in 2004. He claimed that she ambushed him with criticism about hip-hop lyrics instead of talking about the critically acclaimed movie that he was there to plug. He also said that the interview was edited to make her look good and for him to look bad. He spoke about this with GQ and said, "She edited out a lot of my comments while keeping her own in. Of course, it's her show, but we were doing a show on racial discrimination, and she gave me a hard time as a rapper when I came on there as an actor." He added, "Initially, I wasn't even invited on the show, and they called the night before to tell me I could be on. So after taping, she pulled me into a room and we had a 5-minute conversation. What I got was that by having rappers on her show, she feels like she's empowering them. It was like being at someone's house who doesn't really want you there. It was already uncomfortable." He then added that she criticized him for using the N-word in his lyrics. "I don't see why people like Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, who I'm huge fans of, it's okay for them to go on Oprah," he said. "They speak the same language as I do, but they do it through comedy, so I guess that's acceptable to her." Yeah, with all that happening, I don't blame him for calling her out. And finally, there was a time when Oprah attacked the Olsen twins. In 2004, Mary-Kate and Ashley were guests on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Mary-Kate had been hounded by the press about her weight, with intense media speculation that the star was suffering from an eating disorder. Now, on the show, Oprah says, "I know there's been a rumor that's recently surfaced that's really upset you." Mary-Kate and Ashley were both clearly taken aback by the question, and a tense moment of silence followed, by Oprah saying, "You know, the one about eating." Mary-Kate was completely thrown by the line of questioning that she looked almost on the verge of tears, and Ashley, her sister, jumped in to rescue her. "Yeah, you know, people are gonna write what they're gonna write," they say. Now, after some awkward back and forth, Oprah asked the Olsen twins what dress size they are, and they reacted uncomfortably by saying, "I don't know." It was obvious that question about their body was uncomfortable, but Oprah still pushed. When they said they weren't sure, Oprah hit back sarcastically saying, "Oh, you're not sure? That's so interesting." Now, later that same year that the Oprah interview aired, Mary-Kate checked into a rehab facility to seek treatment for a food-related health disorder. All I gotta say though is Oprah should be ashamed of asking that, as it probably fueled Mary-Kate's problem. Well, that's all for our list of celebrities who tried to warn us about Oprah. Now, have you ever been an Oprah fan? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.